Yeah.
He's like, no, this is and Carolyn Levitt, Thune, and I think Cruz, and maybe not. We're like, no. This is going to save $1.5 trillion. Like, there's only 3 people in the fucking world saying that. Everybody else, but like you said, and it's obvious it's benefiting people.
They're doing that pretend dynamic scoring, this kind of stuff.
Well, okay, so
dynamic.
They are. They're just making that stuff up.
Of course.
Deficits only
It's
matter when there's a Democrat in the White House.
It's like
Let's
Pete
be real.
Navarro.
It never matters when there's a Republican in the White House.
No, it doesn't. You got something like Pete Navarro's like, here's how I get all my sources. They're all made up.
So
Go with it.
So that
works.
brings me to another thing that I kind of wanted to talk about. What Ed said, where you've got the press secretary, you've got Rafael Cruz, Ted Cruz, and John Thune saying that no, this is not going to increase the deficit.
Nope, it's great.
So I assume that you're familiar with the Laffer curve.
Yeah.
So that's what I think of when I hear
What?
things like that. So the Laffer curve, he was an economist. He worked for Ronald Reagan. And essentially what Laffer said was, he drew this curve on a napkin. And his theory was that the more that the government cuts taxes, the more revenue will come in, because by cutting the taxes, it will spur economic growth.
Yes, we've heard that before.
So I assume that's what they're talking about. But again, I'm not very
of course,
old.
they're counting on this massive growth. All